I'm gonna let the Dream SMP raise my kids.
Let's go, dude.
That fucking arrow.
Let's go.
Wasn't that like
Yo.
wasn't the Dream SMP shit like everyone was getting canceled on there for saying like one bad word? We had like
bro, it's over
Yeah,
soon.
bro, you got to teach your
It's
kids
over soon.
politics early.
The final epoch of the Dream SMP is upon us, brothers. We must
that
rejoice.
is the one YouTube community I'd fucking like absolutely fucking put a bullet in my head if I was a part of like that. You might be making a shit ton of money in the SMP world, but like fuck man, if I had to be that politically like normal and correct and like child friendly every
I
fucking
don't know,
day.
man. I'd rather need to be politically child normal every day than being part of the Smash community. I'm not gonna lie. There's still
Well, what happened in the Smash community? I think it's easier to isolate the people that weren't touching kids than like the people that were. Like...
Jesus.
Well, I remember when the Smash Me Too happened. I was like, oh, because the one guy got caught. Oh, okay, more people got caught. And then the Sky William Mansion shit came out where it was like, guys,
man, dude.
I couldn't spot anything going bad. Look at the map of my house. It's so convoluted. If you look at the sight lines, I can't have noticed anything illegal. I'm like, all right. This ain't the play you want to make.
Yeah.
dude. What was so weird was
There are
like
a lot of good memes from that.
one person would get caught, and then all the other Smash streamers would be like, "We stand with the victims," and then another one of those gets caught, and everyone else is like, "We stand with the victims." And slowly but
Because
surely,
it was always the loudest. Well, it was always the loudest one. It's like, I stand with the victim. And it would be like the super loud one that would be like super preachy about it. Like, yeah,
Yep.
fuck that player. And then their fucking document.
Dude, that's why you
and it's
cannot trust wholesome creators, okay?
No,
Wholesome
you
creators
can't.
have skeletons in their closets, all of them.
Bro, dude, anybody that plays Minecraft for 16 hours a day and role plays and like, you know, gets really friendly with the kids and shit.
Yeah, that's weird, bro. That's fucking weird.
Dude, if
I met a VR chat role player yesterday.
oh God. Could you smell them through the internet?
Dude, it was so fucking strange. I was introduced to the most legendary VR chat role player, and I was like, nice. Fuck yeah. Let's get a round of applause. This is awesome, dude.
Dude, sometimes like the social interaction in that community is just I've been in so many like so you go into the Discords, right? And I'm like a pretty like frank guy. Like I'm pretty much the same guy on camera that I am off camera. I feel like it's very weird if like you're just entirely different character. Like that just doesn't work for me. And I think that's most of us, right? Like most of us are pretty much what we are off camera. There might be a little bit of like,
just
you know,
higher
extra energy. Yeah, we might have like more higher energy when we're in front of a camera, but that's just because that's how YouTube and Twitch works. But obviously, like we're not, you know, like totally different. Like Steven's not going to get off the camera and be like, God, I'm done pretending to be a fucking liberal. Let's just go spread that fucking.
Let's go.
That'd be funny,
Let's
dude.
go, dude.
You should do that.
Like he didn't like turn off the camera and just do that. So it's like we're kind of the same people. But for like that community on like fucking Minecraft and shit, it's like you can't tell me you're the same person on camera that you are off camera. Like you can't just sit there and talk about, hey kids, today we're gonna be hiding and seeking each other in like this Minecraft. You can't be the same person.
Hey, kids.
You can't be that same adult. Like if you're the same adult, you're telling me the feds aren't watching you. You're telling me like nobody's looking at you. In these communities, when you jump into them, right? Like I always think I'm like, oh, it's like another fucking 20, like late 20s, early 30s person like I am. Let's just crack some jokes. I said the R word one time on like in this community, and they all like looked at me like I was like so like I literally like just said I'm like we were like watching something like on like YouTube TV, like it was some Roblox shit, and I'm like, this is pretty R word. Like this is pretty R word, you know, like normal. Now in a normal situation, all of us would be like, you know, Mutahar, you're right, that is pretty R word. But like in these circles, like I said it, and like immediately the eyes like lit up. Like one of the women were like, oh, it might be because they're gamers. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh my God.
It's always the women.
Yeah.
It's always the women.
No, but even like the guys
You're
who
really
are, like,
maintaining
fucking...
your reputation here, Opie. You're doing a good job.
Yeah, you're really bringing that text into the podcast.
It's a joke. Simply a joke.
Simply a joke.
I'm pretty sure women can vote here. I think.
For now.
For now.
For now.
You guys ever notice? I'm not
cryptic.
saying I'm a misogynist, but have you ever noticed how the country went to shit as soon as they were allowed to vote? Like,
Uh-oh.
No. See, but like that's another thing though. People can take that 30 like a fucking 10-second clip, put it on LSF, and destroy your entire career with it.
The real question is,
That's
could
also
women
taking
in
the entire fun.
Texas that are pregnant count as 2 votes though? is the question.
Well, I don't think that you can't vote when you're negative years old or 1 year old, so probably not.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah.
Well,
Nice try,
I
though.
know Texas had like they were like the leaders in that like whole like abortion debate thing going on over there. They were like that's where like it started, and then like it's kind of it's funny how like all of a sudden like it went from like we were talking about coronavirus and vaccines and like all these massive things, and all of a sudden like there was like a Supreme Court leak. And the entire narrative on the internet completely shifted to this shit.
People, I'll introduce a little bit of reasonableness here. People will say that, especially with Ukraine, like, oh, Ukraine happened. Everybody forgot about coronavirus. I think what actually happened with the coronavirus was Omicron was insane. Like everybody heard about how infectious the coronavirus was. We heard about it. And then when Omicron rolled out, I was getting a lot of people like in my chat that were literally saying like half my college class is not here today. Or like 30% of the office is empty today. And it was like that for like 2 weeks. That was the shit that like every motherfucker was getting. Like,
I got it.
It was like affecting the world where you were having like whole colleges with half the students and like teachers out sick. So I think that it really was just like between all the prior infections, between all the people that got vaccinated, and then finally like Omicron coming in and like catching every straggler. I think at that point it's like, okay, yeah, we're basically done. Like everybody that's gonna get it has had it, and then yeah, here we go. Yeah. And then that just happened to coincide with a bunch of other like big news stories that started to roll out. Yeah.
I was when I saw that leak out by the Supreme Court, I'm like, man, did this actually get leaked out or what the fuck? Like, that's a pretty big ass thing. By the way, you were the only person I'm pretty sure, like on the entire political like side on YouTube that actually read the fucking draft, because everyone was just talking about the draft on the headlines, and you were like, let's just open the draft and read it word for word.
Read it. Yeah, I mean, like there really are like, so if you're a Supreme Court justice, you're like the most professional debater in the fucking on the world, right? Because that's your goal, is to debate constitutional law. Yeah, might as well read what they're saying about it.
Yeah, that's like the only thing that I ever really saw out of it. But I don't know, man.
It will. If you start reading full articles, you will get like blackpilled on YouTube and Twitch, like political streamers, so quickly when you realize, like, wait, bro, everything you're saying is literally accounted for in the article. Did you not read anything? I've gotten into so many debates where they're like, what about this thing? And it's like, yeah, it's in like fucking paragraph 2, sentence 1, dog. Like, come on, like, what do you mean? Like, you really think they didn't think about this, or nobody accounted for this? Like, yeah, just reread stories. Yeah,
dude, most of those like Twitch streams, and okay, so whenever you like jump into those like Twitch streams with like the 15 people panels,
the Prime Kai panels,
I'll be real, like, and I'll just say it right now, what the fuck are they gonna do? Okay, they get like fucking the 20 viewers are gonna get mad at me, but like fucking every time I see those panels, right, like fucking if it's not you or like another big debater jumping in, like Vosh or Hassan or whatever the fuck, right, like somebody that actually has like somebody that like has jumped into this fear before, it literally just feels like unemployment hour. Like fucking they'll be like streaming there for like 15 fucking hours every day, like talking about like, and again, it's all in an echo chamber. Like very rarely do I see like really contentious opinions from like every side brought in. I'm not saying you can get people like Nick Fuentes to jump in, right? Because that's like you're jumping onto one fucking extreme end right there. Okay, but maybe like somewhere from the other side you bring him in and have a debate, but it's always just like fucking unemployment.
As far as political discussion goes, I don't like when there's more than 2 people discussing anything.
Yeah, I'll do like, I think 4 at the max, but like I think 2 is ideal. When you get past 4, it just, if everybody wants to contribute, they just don't have the opportunity to, you know?
No, you literally just you need to have like these debates be more concise and more like delivered by people that actually know how to debate, because like debating itself is an art form. Like
it is.
It really
like
is.
It's not a screaming match. It's not supposed to be a screaming match. Like with insults flying back, personal insults. It's like discuss the topic.
I mean, it kind of depends on, for some people it is. It just depends on what your goal is, but yeah.
But it's like if your idea is like, in my opinion, like a debate, like the best debates I ever watch is like done by 2 really like professional people that like bring both sides into a situation, right? And it's like, I think the debate is won by, because when you get 2 intelligent people, they both understand the other side, right? Like they both understand the points at a much deeper level than like people in a fucking pissing match would, right? Like if I was to go to a bar and debate politics with like some fucking dude, none of us would get anywhere, because both, I would say that I'm not smart enough to do it and they're not smart enough to like reasonably go. Actual debates are done by people that have researched and know both sides. They can bring it to an advantage. And then those debates are so well done because even people that aren't educated will become reasonably educated by the end of that debate and come to their own actual conclusions based on which side has presented that argument in a better way. That's like a real debate. It's not a pissing match.
Which
it's
is
like
why
a way for you to educate.
Political debates that you see today, like it's, debating college students, debating some random guy in Discord. It's like very often it's someone who does this their whole life, and they're going to debate some kid.
Let's get the dog walker from Anti-Work to talk about fucking like What the fuck would they know?
I think, dude, we should there should be like a show or something on YouTube or Twitch or whatever, because everyone debates. I like watching some debates. I like podcast debates the most. Whenever like they have like a guest come on and then they just like shit just fucking deteriorates. Because a lot of times podcast hosts aren't the most intelligent folks, but having like debates end in mutual combat would really, open everything up. I feel like beyond about, just like
lighter blood sports,
religion and logic. Yeah. I feel like mutual combat, because it's legal.
True.
I mean, hear me out, right?
I like it.
If you can be mentally the strongest person and then you can train to be physically the strongest person, then you're right no matter what.
True.
And then you can have like this amazing blood sport.
Assert dominance and then fucking plaster their head to the ground.
Yeah. Then duel. Then have a duel.
No, your weapons
Shoot them with your Derringer.
should be based on how sound your arguments are. Like one guy will go in there with a little knife because he couldn't substantiate his arguments. Other guy who made some really good points, he goes in there with like
so you spend like an hour debate. You spend an hour debating, and then like the last 10 minutes, based on how good your argument is, they toss the MP7 to the winner.
Yeah, pretty much.
You shoot. You shoot each other.
The other one gets,
in the street.
The other one gets like a water pistol, and the other one gets a fucking bazooka.